how to make an entrance quite like Jerry Jones, even if it's in the middle of practice. This is so good. I don't even want to read this. I just want to watch. Check out Jerry landing in his helicopter. I am just going to keep watching. On practice field as the Cowboys prep for a Sunday night showdown against the Steelers. Made man right there. What an entrance. So presidential. Must be nice. Stephen is like,
nice
I'll have one of those soon. I know. We know you've been on it.
It is a nice helicopter, I must say.
We know. You roll on the
I've never been on a helicopter.
I don't think I have either.
Does it feel like being on a plane, Stephen A?
No, not at all. Not at all.
No, I actually was one time.
It's not
footage.
that. Do y'all know what he
How
did?
happy he looked.
Do y'all know what he did when we were in the helicopter? So Dan,
no, but
Mina.
You smoked the cigar on the helicopter?
He took. No, I didn't, Molly.
Oh, you just held it.
What I did was he took me up in the air, right? Yeah. And he had the helicopter, the helicopter pilot, he had him stop. Just stand still in midair, all the way up the top. And he said, "You want to take back all those things you said about those Cowboys?" Because he was getting ready to put me through that steep drop that he's accustomed to, and he knew I was scared as hell. So, I was quite nice. I was very vulnerable at that moment, to say the least.
Jerry for that.
He didn't stop the propellers, right?
No, he didn't stop the propellers, but it's still scary. Still scary. Standing still like that. Yeah. Just tell me.
All right, so amidst all the Cowboys' antics, Chris Canty was on Unsportsmanlike. He had some strong thoughts on which direction Dallas should go in for the remainder of the season. Listen up, Cece.
All in to do what? Make headlines? All in to do podcasts? All in to do radio hits? Like, what, they ain't all in on winning a championship. Does this look like a championship team to you?
No, it does not.
Man, I watched that game on Thursday night against the New York Giants, and one thing became crystal clear. Neither one of those teams that played in that game are going to be in the playoffs. Neither one of them. Like, this is a two-team race in the NFC East, and it ain't the Giants, and it damn sure ain't the Dallas Cowboys. So if that's the case, then why wouldn't you lean into the tank?
Stephen A., do you agree with... Okay, yep, go.
I have two emotions. Emotions.
Tell us.
On one hand, I really, really think Chris Canty needs to be tested. Something's wrong with some of the things that he has been saying as of late. But I gotta tell you, he's just so damn good. Listening to him, and I'm like, I'm waking up. What did Chris Canty say this morning? I mean, I love him. You know what I'm saying? But some stuff that he has been saying recently has been out there. In terms of the Dallas Cowboys, tanking, I think that's a bit extreme. If you didn't just pay Dak $60 million a year. If you did, I get you, but do we know that they're going to be, Shedeur Sanders, Beck, a couple other cats, I get it. To me, I think Shedeur Sanders is that big time, Dan Orlovsky. I really do. I like it. Of course, Milroe.
Wait, hold on. Dan's face. 1 second. I got to interrupt you. What?
Guys, they just gave Dak.
So?
What
I just said he gave him $60 million.
They're 2-2. I feel like I know Chris didn't say a 2-2 team in a winnable division should start tanking week 4. Right. We must have misheard him. That must be taken out of context, right? I'm like Chris. That can't be his real opinion.
No,
that's what he said, Mina. We got to hold him accountable. That's what he said, Mina.
Maybe he thinks the Cowboys just aren't that good.
I don't believe they are either.
Maybe he thinks Dak was just never the answer.
Okay, one, I did not believe they were a playoff team going into the season. Obviously, with the injuries, their chances of being a playoff team, in my eyes, are decreased. But the questions about the quarterback thing, there's no question about the quarterback in Dallas. Dak Prescott is going to be the quarterback for at least the next 3 or 4 seasons.
Which is why you can't be talking about tanking after 4 games.
Ask that question then?
No.
About quarterbacks for the future?
No.
There's no shot they can go for Shedeur Sanders? Because, I don't know, Sanders and Cowboys all fits to me.
Also, who's going to be the person leading the charge on the tank? Like Mike McCarthy? He's got 10 games left.
Is Dak Prescott the one who's getting moved in the run game? Is he the one who is missing tackles? Is he the one who is getting nothing done on the ground? Is he the one who is not blocking at all for running backs, right? Like,
can't
Dak
get to
Prescott
the quarterback.
Is so low on the list of the problems with the Dallas Cowboys this year. So this is not about Dak.
Well, Mina, I will say this to you. You're absolutely right about that, and that's just offensively. Defensively, can't get to the quarterback, can't stop the run. We get all of that too. Here's what I would say to you, though. When you give a quarterback elite money, you are expecting him to make up for some of the deficiencies that may be flagrantly ailing your franchise. Some of them. And so I get what you're saying, and I'm with you, Mina.
Sure.
But in the same breath, let's not act like, you might not be a part of the problem, but when you're paid what he's paid, you're being paid to provide solutions.
To cover some of the sins.
Of course. But that doesn't mean that you should then plan a month in the season to lose the rest of the game.
But none of us are saying that, Dan. We're all saying something's wrong with CeCe. We're all saying something wrong with Chris.
Okay, so Dan,
all of us. Something's wrong with him.
What should the Cowboys do? If
the Cowboys cannot win the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah, no kidding. But I was saying, like, why aren't they doing anything else or making any other?
Because they don't actually want to win.
So what do they want to do?
Continue to model in
mediocrity. Do interviews and be headlines.
The last time the Dallas Cowboys were relevant on that level, Bill Clinton was president and Hillary Rodham Clinton was the first lady. Just saying. And we never heard of Barack Obama. Never heard of him. Never didn't know who he was. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all we know.
Yeah.
I don't do.
That's all we know.
Puts things in perspective.
Put things in real
I get that we're all focused on Derrick Henry and Devontae Adams and everybody loves fantasy football, but what the Dallas Cowboys need to do is build a time machine and go back and address the spine of their defense. Right. That is why they are losing games. That is why they won't be in the Super Bowl. I actually think the offensive problems can be fixed and they can play better, especially as that offensive line gels as the year goes along. But what I see with this
defense another piece, Mina. They need another piece, Mina. They need another piece.
I don't see the offensive problems being fixed. I think schematically it's archaic. I think it's mainly either throw the ball to CD or never throw the ball to CD. I don't think their offensive line. Now, there's two young rookies I think are going to be promising players. Steele at right tackle is not playing well, MK. You know that. They can't run the ball. What's the plan for them? Dude, the Cowboys team that I grew up on, because my father was a Cowboys fan. Yeah. I remember it being like Larry Allen, Nate Newton, Eric Williams, Mark Stepnoski. When Dak Prescott went into the NFL, his offensive line was one of the historically great. And their defensive lines were dominant with Leon Lett. They've lost, in my opinion, Jerry Jones has lost vantage point of what truly made the Cowboys an actually good football team. They had historically good offensive and defensive lines, and that has not been the case.
Well, let me say this to you, Dan. That's fine. No disagreement there. But why are you going to leave out the lying tendencies of Mike McCarthy in all of this? He joked about how he lied to get the job. Then, obviously, he lied about how he would do things differently offensively if he was calling the shots instead of Kellen Moore. All right, then got in there and did the same damn thing, if not even more of what he was doing than what Kellen Moore was doing when he was there. And now you just acknowledge that that the offense is a bit archaic. Well, when he got the job, he was talking about how he took that year after he departed from Green Bay, got let go by Green Bay, and he went around and he spent some time with other coaches and he sort of learned the error of his ways.
He was lying.
So he wouldn't be doing the same thing. I mean, the man, listen, I don't want to call him a liar, but damn it, I'm going to say he lied on several occasions and it has been revealed. How come you didn't bring that up?
Dallas beating the Steelers this week?
No.
Okay.
No.
Mina, Dallas beating the Steelers?
No.
I got Pittsburgh, but Dallas has a helicopter, guys. You forgot that. They do have a helicopter.
They do have a helicopter.
Their owner
do have a helicopter.
lands in the middle of the field.
Got a yacht.
They do have a helicopter.
I forget the yacht.
That's what they should do.
And I think they have a bus. I think there's a party bus, too.
I don't care about the bus.
Cool drones.
Everybody got a bus.
All the fans that run into the
party bus, yeah.
Party bus?
Yeah, party bus.
Yeah, it's probably.
Everybody got a bus.